Boy. This, like, the OV hoes just don't stop. The OV hoes just don't stop. Boy, they trying to save their leader. They trying to save their leader by any means necessary. Listen to this bull. Now we got what the dummy, right? We got the what the dummy. Is accusing Kendrick Lamar for not writing his lyrics. Listen to what the dummy. Listen to him.
Look, Your Honor, respectfully, our client's artist, Kendrick Lamar, didn't even write those lyrics from Not Like Us. He stole them from Twitter. Exhibit A, Your Honor, certified lover boy, more like certified pedophile. Now, not only does this prove that the general public was saying these types of things about Drake already, but it also clears my client entirely of any wrongdoing because it's clear he did not write these lyrics himself.
So I wonder how he feels. He must feel the same way about all the reference tracks that Drake has used throughout his entire career. So if he has a problem with that one line, man, what about a whole song? What about the whole delivery? What about Drake copy and pasting hooks that was given to him countless times again? I wonder how What the Dirt made a video about that? I'm sure when Drake reference tracks get leaked out, he gonna say, "Oh well, you know everybody does it. Well, you know, this and that." He gonna move the goalposts when it comes to Kendrick. Okay.
I've got other exhibits, Your Honor. Drake's favorite chord must be A minor. My client didn't write that either. Look, I just want to say to the court that I could understand if it was one or two tweets, but we could all agree that this many quotables and this many memorable lines, it's obvious that my client didn't write any of the memorable lines from Not Like Us.
See, and this is how you know Kendrick is tapped in. Oh, Kendrick is tapped in. I think this is a dope idea. Why not show the fans some love? People be saying that artists don't pay attention to social media. Hell yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And we know that Kendrick definitely is tapped in with social media, with YouTubers, reaction videos. That's why he allowed, I forgot what song was it. Was it Not Like Us? Was it something? It was a song that he allowed all the YouTubers to react to with no copyright strike.
Another line that comes up in the paperwork, but again, my client didn't write it. It's what I like to call an open and shut case, Your Honor. Our client was clearly incapable of writing anything memorable himself. We got to throw this out.
What the dummy. So let me see if What the Dummy has mentioned anything about Drake's new reference track. Oh no, he makes a video about Cardi Boy, Playboy Cardi. Okay, because you know Kendrick Drake has just released a new. Let me see. Nope, he cooked that white boy. I gotta react to this too. New video. Let's see. Matter of fact, let's go to his YouTube channel. Okay, let's see. Drake ghostwriter allegations are terrible. Okay, so let's see how he tries the windmill. Did I do a reaction to this? I don't know. So let's see how he reacts to Drake being accused of ghostwriting, of having another ghostwriter. Let's see.
Look, this is a hot topic. A lot of people are talking about it. More reference tracks leaked. I think there's more probably coming. So we got to talk about it. Now we can look at, we're going to take a look at the ones that leaked. And I'm going to get your guys' opinions on it. You know, who cares? Everyone has ghostwriters. See, everybody says that, right? Everybody says, oh, they're all using writers. But like, where's the reference tracks for any of these other artists? It seems like Drake is the only one who's really having this problem where over and over again, we're getting reference track after reference track after reference track. Now, I think you guys are right that people collaborate, but for whatever reason, those reference tracks don't leak. There's very few that we've seen from other people. But for him, it just seems.
Let's see how he's going to moonwalk his way out of this one.
Seems to be over and over and over again. But like, you know, a cardinal rule of hip hop is you need to write your bars. And I've always agreed with that. I think it puts you in a different place if you're not writing your actual bars. Now, as far as like the R&B stuff, like, or like the stuff that Yachty did for him, that stuff didn't really bother me. Like there's a difference, I feel like, than ghostwriters and people that are credited too. So we'll look and see if these guys are credited, because like the one that's coming up right now is Beam. And if you guys can remember, Beam was someone that Kendrick said that was writing for Drake during the battle. Actually, I always felt like this was a really hard, one of his hardest lines. It's not 20v1, it's a 1v20 if I gotta smack dudes that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I'll clean them out too. Tell Beam that it better stay right with you. That bar seems to have aged really well for him, because we're seeing, apparently the guy that's leaking these records is like a producer tied to Beam. So we'll have to look. Beam is a multi-talented songwriter with the music industry. He's collaborated with Beyonce, Justin Bieber, and notably has writing credit. Okay, so he's already been credited on Her Loss. Okay, so he's on major distribution. The distribution one seems to be the only one he's on, right? I'm not really mad about that leak though. I don't know about you guys, but like he's not.
Oh, so you're not mad at that, but you want to talk about Kendrick. Okay, so you're not mad when Drake does it, but you're mad when Kendrick takes quotes from Twitter. Okay.
Rapping on it. It doesn't bother me. There's no reference tracks out there where they're just barring out. There's just none. Now, if something came out for this, I would stop being a Drake fan. This would be the end of my fan. Like I would.
Take me. The part I love most, they need me more than they hate me, so they never.
You know, there's a reference track for this already, right?
Take shots. I got everybody on safety.
That's different. That's different.
Do you know there's a reference track for this? Does he know that there's a reference track for this?
I love most, they need me more than they hate me, so they
No reference tracks out there where they're just barring out. There's just none. Now, if something came out for this, I would stop being a Drake fan. This would be the end of my fan. Like I would.
take me.
Well, you might want to stop being a Drake fan, because there is a reference track to that with the dummy. Let's see. Drake. 5 a.m. in Toronto. Reference track. You can you can easily Google that.
Niggas be hating me. Got us watching our words like they wiretapping the team. Cause I show them all I gotta out these niggas.
Now, I don't know if this is real or not. Now, I don't know if this is real or not, but y'all let me know.
This is funny how money could change about these niggas. For real. Couple nobody started killing themselves. Couple albums dropped, still on the shelf. If I was willing to help, I got gold trophy from committee for validation. And bad press from the summer doing allegations.
Now, I don't know if that's real or not, but allegedly.
The part I love most, they need me more than they hate me, so they never take shots. I got everybody on safety.
That's different. That's different because he's actually rapping on this. I haven't really seen any reference tracks yet for Drake where it's been something like this. It's been always a record like that, or like a Mob Ties, or like a, you know what I mean? He's not really rapping. Yeah, Drake.
Oh, okay. So there's an excuse for Drake. Okay, so as long as Drake not rapping, it's okay. But if he just rapping with reference tracks, it's okay. Oh, okay. It's only when he rapping. Oh, okay.
Drake does have writers when it comes to like these vibey melodic tracks. I think that's obvious at this point. We got to come to terms with that, right? Mob Ties, it is kind of, but it's not really. It's not really rapping like.
So Mob Ties is not really. Boy, look at the moonwalking. Hee.
You guys could be the judge of this. You guys tell me. Do you think this is like a rap?
Sick of these niggas. Hire some help.
Nah, this is actually one of my favorite songs off Scorpion, though. I was like pretty devastated too when I found out he didn't write this.
Get ready, niggas. Sick of this shit. Move to the rich.
Yeah, he's rapping on this. He is rapping on this. It's like the vibey melodic shit, but he is
Class, lot of class. You know, rocket in a bitch ain't got no tag.
But it's not like one of those where I'm like, nah, I can't lie. I was upset when I found out about this record.
Yeah,
I don't know
come
what you
on,
guys. The reference track was fake. Let's cut the bullshit. It wasn't fake. It was from Vori, who's also a really dope artist, by the way, in his own right. But no, it wasn't fake. It was real. This is a real reference track. How many ops? I mean, it's too many options. You guys got to stop. Like, if we look at other Drake reference tracks, and we got to talk realistically, like, how much of this is actual bars? Like, how much of this is like hip hop rap music? All right.
Is you single or what? I need a girl from the country. I need a girl from Kentucky.
Fire record too.
Shawty from Houston. I need a girl who gon' love me. I need a girl who
Like Legend, I don't, again.
It's always an excuse.
Bad track. If I die, oh no, I'm a motherfucking legend.
Like these first two tracks here don't matter to me.
when I
Of course they don't. Of course they don't.
pull up on a nigga, tell that nigga, baby.
Fire song though. Fire song.
New women gotta kick the bounce.
Now this one, I was like I told you guys, man, I was upset when I found out about these.
What?
As a Drake fan, I was very.
What?
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, like Quentin Miller was already listed on all these tracks. Like all it took, even before Meek Mill said anything, all it took was for someone to just go to the writer's credits and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
That's so many times I couldn't count it. Sauce dripping like water.
Yeah. All right. Always new.
Now for this one, he was in the studio with Quentin Miller, like at the same time, to my knowledge, right? So it's not like Quentin was somewhere on the other side of America while Drake was in Canada and he sent these to him. I'm pretty sure they were both together writing and bouncing ideas, right?
Excuses.
Which to me, I do look at as a collaboration. People only care because it's Drake. But the thing is, I think, no, I disagree with that, man. Like, I think people who love hip hop don't want their favorite rappers not writing their music. That's just, I think it's a synonymous like thing across the board.
Oh, what the dummy. Shut up. I can only take so much from you. Pause, no Diddy. But what the dummy got a little jokety joke for Kendrick, but he got all the excuses for Drake. And this is why I call you what the dummy. Big dummy.